Welcome to this video. We are going to follow the important steps needed to sign into our managed Apple ID. This is important because our managed Apple IDs come with almost unlimited backup space. So we'll never worry about losing our iPad and not being able to get our files back. Okay, to start, you have to open up your Mail app. Mine looks a little different from yours, but go ahead and find your Mail app and click on that. Somewhere in your email, you received a message, and it happened this morning, from Apple School Manager that says, set up your managed Apple ID. Now, we are going to click this email, but we're not going to click any of the links inside it. That's important. Okay, let's click the email. So here's your managed Apple ID. This is easy to remember because it's the same as your email address, except we've replaced student with Apple ID. The password is not easy to remember, so let's click and hold on the password, and then click copy. All right, hit your home button, and then click on your settings icon. If you scroll to the top, there's a button right here that says sign into your iPad. You can click that, and hey, by the way, there's Wi-Fi if you ever have to check. So click sign into your iPad. And teachers, you can pause the video now to make sure everybody has copied their password and reached this screen. Okay, moving onward. Click into the email box here and type out the managed Apple ID email address. Again, it's the same as your regular email address, except in place of student, we write Apple ID. Then we click next at the top. We click into this password and we click and hold, and then that gives us the paste feature. Another way to paste, and then you click paste. Another way to paste is to hold the command button on your keyboard, and then while holding command, click V. And once you release V, you can let go of command as well. So once you've got your password in, click the next button. And you can create a new password. The current password, remember, is the one we have copied. So to paste your current password, click and hold. Oops. Click into the current password field and then hold your finger down. And when you let go, you'll see the paste button, so click paste. And for your new password, please enter the same password you use for email, for logging into Wi-Fi. It's the password that's on that card you just received with your new iPad. Enter the same network password you see on the card here and verify it. Then click change. They're signing us into iCloud. Okay, you should see your name appear in the background here. Here you can click merge. And we are all set. Teachers, please pause the video and make sure all students have successfully changed their passwords and gotten to this screen. Okay, we have signed into our Apple ID, which has almost unlimited storage for backups. That's a great feature. However, we cannot use the same account in our iTunes and App Store. Because first of all, you can't make purchases on this managed Apple ID. And second of all, you wouldn't want to, because if you buy an iBook for one of your classes here, you should be able to keep that iBook even after you graduate and the ID goes away. Here's how we fix this. Take a moment now and click on iTunes and App Store. There it is. We are logged in with this school account. That's not what we want. We need to log in to the App Store with a personal account because you can't buy anything with this school account. It's blocked from purchases. So click on that account, that email address up at the top. We'll click right there, and then we will click Sign Out. Teachers, you can pause the video to make sure every student has signed out. Okay, check it out. You are still logged in to your Apple ID here for iCloud, But when we go digging down into iTunes and App Store, you are not logged in, which is exactly what we want. Now, before you can go downloading your iBooks for this current academic year, you will have to sign in with another Apple ID. It should be a personal Apple ID that you can put your credit card or parent's credit card on. So you can sign in now if you have one. Otherwise, you may have to ask your parents for their Apple ID. Or if you don't have either of those, you can go to appleid.apple.com. There's the web address. You can write that down now. appleid.apple.com. Perhaps write it in your planners, your agenda. And then you will go click over here on Create Your Apple ID, which is in the top right corner of the page. And as part of the creation process, you will enter some payment information, a credit card, and you will use that credit card to purchase your iBooks for the year. Okay, there's one final thing for us to do. Click the back arrow where it says Apple ID. And now we are looking back at our Apple ID again. This time, instead of clicking down on iTunes and App Store, click up here on iCloud. All right, scroll down. You're going to see a bunch of stuff, and we'll talk about some of this later in the afternoon. But right now, make sure iCloud Drive is turned on, and make sure iCloud Backup is turned on. If you have to, move this to the on position, and if needed, you can click on iCloud Backup and slide that to the on position. Hit the back arrow, and we are done. We are all signed in to your iPad. Thanks for watching.